global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Kendra Okonkwo, who is a renowned lawyer and a top supporter of Peter Obi and a strong member of Labour Party, has finally come out to speak concerning the crisis in Rivers State, especially as it has to do with the court judgment in respect to the defected 25 members. And I must tell you that this is a choker for Fubara. If he adopts what Kendra Okonkwo has rightly pointed out, it therefore means that these lawmakers will be nailed once and for all. And he took out time also to talk about the impartiality or the partiality in our judiciary, which is messing up the system a great deal, especially in the area of two courts in the same state releasing two different judgments, messing up the whole system. However, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Let's just hear from him what he has to tell Nigerians as I read out the essay of the interview he had.
Let us look at what is going on in our court. I heard that a court in Port Harcourt said that 25 members are still members of PDP. So the court now is the one who chooses for Nigeria the party they want to be. And the court is saying, no, you need to bring evidence and to come to court to show. When I look at this, I feel revulsion within me. You know why? By the Evidence Act, the court and the judge does not need anybody to come in and give evidence at all. Why? By the Evidence Act, I'm talking about section 121, 22, 23, and 24. Evidence Act, a fact that is notorious need not to be proven. A fact that is common knowledge need not to be proven. So you are telling me that a child in primary school is more knowledgeable than the judge in court, that the 25 lawmakers did not defect, and they came on air during the House of Assembly and read it and say in front of the whole world, the law is that the court should take judicial notice of that, even when the court nobody takes notice of it. The law is that the judge will say, no, you can't come to this court and advertise that. It is common knowledge, and that is all. So the issue ought not to be whether they are a member of the party or not. Should not be the issue. The issue is you defected to another party. Do you have the right to retain your seat? Because the fact about their defection is not in doubt, and the law is that the court should take judicial notice of it. The minute of the State House of Assembly by law is an evidence as an official act of the public officer by law. So the courts don't even need any evidence. And now we are talking about electronic evidence. If you go to the National Library and bring out a newspaper there and they certify it, that's an evidence. And what you're saying, no, you cannot go to TV and bring evidence. Where? Why then did we say electronic evidence? Meanwhile, as I said, the court does not even need any lawyer to come to the court and say, I want to come and prove that these people have defected. Why? Because it is common knowledge. It is a notorious fact. And the law says it does not need to be proven, that the court should take judicial notice of it. Are we not making a mockery of ourselves? When you go abroad and see the way they try their cases, they bring text message, it is admissible. They make issues of common knowledge. They bring what you have said by yourself. Maybe you wrote a book, it is admissible. And then these people say something, carried it out, went to Abuja, went to Port Harcourt. It is in the public glare, and the court is saying, you need to prove. Prove what? Notorious facts, issue of common knowledge? No. We've come to a level we need to be careful. Meanwhile, two courts of coordinate jurisdiction in that River State, they are giving contradictory orders on the same facts. So which on the judiciary is embarrassed. You don't even need external evidence to talk about any.
These and many more are the things that Kendra Okonkwo took our time to talk about. And interestingly, I think this should be a consideration for Fubara right now, because based on what the judiciary is trying to play out, it seems as if they are pretending not to know the truth about this case. If someone, just like he had rightly pointed out, if someone comes out and said, I am no more a part of this, what other evidence do you need? The evidence you need is just that it's spoken word. And I really love the fact that There is already provision in the Constitution or provision in the law in respect to that called Evidence Act, which he had taken out time to explain. So right now, all it takes is for Fubara to get a hold of, his lawyers, legal team, and they should research around it so that can be used as a strong, evidence against this guy. Because even if you want to ask any Nigerian, there is a notorious evidence on ground already. It is in the public knowledge. And those two, even if you ask a child who is interested in politics, he will tell you that at one point, these guys in a plenary, they came out to say, we have defected from PDP to APC. So all those bahaha we have been told, it's just some high-level fallacy that cannot stand. And another very interesting thing which he talked about, which must be looked into, not even by an ordinary body, but the Nigerian Judicial Commission. They need to look into it. NJC need to look into it. It's the issue, and National Nigerian Bar Association, they all need to look in the issue of conflicting court orders coming from the same court in the same jurisdiction. They should look into it, because it's making a mockery of judiciary. It's making a shame of judiciary. It's as if what has been going on is just a way of buying, all of them are just selling court orders like, bread and all of it. And it's not nice. Imagine what happened. We are yet to hear this guy had Arewala had said in about the case in Kano State, that they are going, all the lawyers and all the personalities involved, they will have to sit them down and investigate that case, because it was a blow on the part of the judiciary, watching how they were doling out court order, such that if you listen to the end of that interview, Kennedy Okonkwo said that if he was a student and they asked him who is the emir of Kano, he would say that there is no emir of Kano. Why? Because there were two conflicting court orders coming out in respect to them. The one came out, he said this one is the the emir. Another one came out and said Sanusi. Another one came out and said Bayero. After a while, another one came out and said Sanusi is not. Another one came out and said Bayero is not. Conflicting and confusing. This is one of the worst moments of being a lawyer. I tell you the truth, because already it's rubbing that shame of corruption on their faces, and I don't know how they'll be able to fix this. And the faster they do it, the better for our Nigeria. Don't forget that before now, what we were told when we were younger was that the court is the last hope of a common man. If you drag any rich man down to the court looks at the provision of the Constitution to draw their conclusion. But unfortunately, that's not what we are saying in our own time again. It doesn't work that way. And if it doesn't work that way, it therefore means that everything is Baghdadash. It therefore means that the future of Nigerians is very, very bleak. And if it is bleak, then we don't know what we will say about the kind of democracy we are practicing. Let's meet in our comment section and talk more on this. What's your position?